Hey guys, it is another great day around here. It's cold outside today, so I don't know if it's winter's creeping in Georgia or what it is, but it's cold. Y'all see I got my little sweater on. I wanted to talk about a couple things to y'all. It's about branding, really. I'm noticing a lot of people are not taking branding seriously. I'm a marketer, so branding is important to us because of the simple fact that you want people to be able to find you. You want people to be able to see and recognize your brand as soon as it pops up. If an ad pops up, oh, I know them. Yeah, I know Teena King. Yeah, I watch her on YouTube, or I know Teena King. Yeah, I bought some graphics from her, or whatever the situation is. So I want to talk to y'all about this because I feel like y'all not fully understanding that the whole totality of this situation. And that's a word. I don't know if that's a made up word, but I love the word totality, by the way. But when it comes down to branding, you got to understand something. Your business needs to say and scream who it is. If it's, you have ABC candy store, you're not going to go and put a frog on your banner unless that's your logo. But you're not going to talk about frogs if you're talking about candy. You're going to sell candy. You need to sell candy, and it needs to look consistent across your social medias and across your websites. They need to see consistency. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it has to have the same message at least, and the same name of the business on it. That usually helps too. That's one tip. Number 2 is you want to make sure that you are keeping consistent colors. If you if your company's colors are green, you can vary it to some degree, but you want to make sure that you keep it consistent, because Pepsi has been blue and red ever since I can remember, and Coca-Cola has been black, red, and white ever since I can remember. Why do you recognize them? Because of the simple fact they're what's called all-American brands. And why are they all-American brands? Because we all know and love them. We recognize them. I'm guarantee you there's a soda out there that tastes way better than a Pepsi. I know my mom is probably watching this and not agreeing with that, but we're just going to say this for argument's sake. There's sodas out there that taste better. These particular sodas, they just don't have the same marketing. We're talking about Pepsi spends more in marketing a year than I might have to look up the numbers. In fact, I have never looked up those numbers, and now just because I'm doing this video, I'm definitely going to look up those numbers. But one thing I know, they are one of the major marketers here in the U.S. Taco Bell, KFC, all of these brands because you use them on a regular basis because you know them. Who doesn't know the little redheaded pigtail little girl? Dave Thomas's daughter, Wendy. We've all ate the Wendy's, and some of us, like myself, that ate there too many times. This is the whole thing. You want to make it consistent. Not only is it consistency key on branding, but also your messaging, your lettering, the font you use is important. The reason why the font's important is because you don't want something like it looks like a horror movie when you're trying to sell fluffy pillows to newborn moms. Moms with newborns. I apologize. But those are, you want to make sure your brands are consistent. With your brand, you want to have a brand. If you just got a whole bunch of social media and you call it ABC Company, guess what? It's not a brand. It's a company. There's a difference between a brand and a company. A company has to brand itself. A company has to make its customers, clients, readers, subscribers, whatever you want to call them, it has to make them comfortable to the point where they can buy from you in multiple places. You want to make sure that you are, like I said, findable. That's a big thing. Being found is a big thing. If I go on Google, can I find you? And if I do find you, am I sure that it's you? Because the coloring on the brand or whatever, the fonts, I know those are you. So I'm going to be able to find you. That's the biggest thing with branding. Well, then there's the last thing about branding you need to worry about is doing too much. What is too much? What is going overboard? Well, I would tell you that there's a lot. Some marketers would say there's no such thing as too much, but I would say you should ratio it. There's quite a few different there's different ways to what do I want to say? One, not overwhelm yourself with the amount of posts that you have to do, and two, to minimize the amount of people just ignoring you because then they see you too much. You don't want them. You don't want that either. So you want to give good, consistent information about your business, along with other content, such as we talk about something. If we're talking about soda, for instance, we're talking about Pepsi. You want to talk about how your diet soda has less fat in it than the leading competitor, or you might want to talk about how your soda you can make recipes out of your soda, or you want to talk about that there are different things you can do that your soda can do that other people can't do. I mean, those are the things branding is not just about the graphics you have, it's about everything you're doing together to make it happen. So you put your graphics together. When I'm saying graphics, like headers, like YouTube headers and Twitter headers, and Facebook covers, all of that stuff. Your graphics, your logos, all of that stuff. Your website, everything. You want it to be consistent across the board. You also want to try to keep your social media. You want them to all have the same, or if not similar, usernames at Teena King, at EmpireBuilder, those type of things. So these are really critical tips that I'm giving you, and if you follow those tips alone, you will get insane traffic. You will build your traffic up because you're posting consistently. People are sharing your information. You're giving raw information that they're not getting from other places. If you're getting not only just posting, hey, I have a website, don't just post that, please. Nobody responds to that unless they're friends and family of you, and half of them are going to ignore you anyways. Hey, look, I do this. I'm a graphic designer, but I'm gonna show you how to do branding. Those type of things. I'm going to give you a video on branding. I'm just giving you an example of some of the things you can do. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do for your brand. If you have any questions, if you would like some more information, please follow us on Instagram at EmpireBuilder13. I almost forgot my own Instagram thing. Isn't that something? At EmpireBuilder13. And you can also reach me at www.bloghacks.com. Thanks. Have a nice day.